All right, 7885 West Ford Avenue, Ford and Miller. Looking down Miller that way. Looking, I guess would be west down Ford. Looking north down Miller. Looking east down Ford. This is the front of the house, corner property. Very nice. You have basically two-car garage space over here, which is actually being used as residential space. Then you have a detached three-car garage space, really like three and maybe a quarter. We'll get into that. Let's walk along this side of the property again. This feels like a county kind of unincorporated kind of area where you don't have full sidewalks. At least in this area, you can see they're kind of the same thing up there, although those are newer homes built by Lennar. No one actually has any sidewalks around here, so sidewalks you have to put in yourself if that is a priority for you. My little car parked out in front. Let's go Raiders! Of course they stink this year already, but that's how the Raiders are. But front of the house, interesting. You do have RV access kind of thing on both sides. This you can certainly great for like commercial vehicles. Make this an automated gate and just go straight to the back. A lot of front yard. Let's walk inside here, see what we got. All desert landscaping in front, so obviously low maintenance, opportunity to, add in whatever type of grass you want. I'd recommend some artificial grass, make it low maintenance. Step on in. Again, nice big front yard for the decorating, nice setback from the street. Privacy, and again, you can see the gated area over there, taking you back to that side yard. We'll take a quick walk over there, then kind of head over to the inside of the home. So again, all set up for desert landscaping. You come back here, you drive a commercial vehicle, any big trucks. Back here, plenty of parking. Maybe at a nice giant overhead covered parking kind of thing. U.S. Steel building would be great for that. Lots of room for a pool and spa. This front door is actually barricaded shut, so we're gonna head around to the side yard. But I'm not quite sure what kind of tree this is, but they are very shady. I'll find out, but here's the front porch area. 4 step-ups, kind of large flat steps. Nice area for sitting, but the door does have a nice security gate, but again, it is barricaded. This is a nice little central area. You can put like a nice kind of statue there or something. Decorative. Come around here, and again, all desert landscaping, and then succulents. Obviously, some of these bushes need to be revitalized, but very low maintenance. The cinder block is in, but certainly could use maybe a little metal finishing to kind of give it that nice ornate look. Here is that 2-car and kind of half garage, but this is being used on the side of the house here, the Miller side, as actually residential space right now. And again, no sidewalks. So something to add down the road if you like. Let's look at this side of the home before you go to the back. Here's your pad for your 3-car garage. I definitely would kind of add cement. Take this out to the street. That would definitely make it nicer, user-friendly. And again, another double gate yard access, a little more narrow, but you can easily get cars back there, which is kind of nice. I believe this is the property line here on the fence, but we can certainly check on what's going on with this lot next door. Nice power outside the home, a lot of conduit. Of course, that could be user-friendly for homeless people too. So we'll look more into that, but whoever had it did do a good job of adding cameras. At least all the wiring, the cameras do not stay though, but at least it's already wired. This is a kind of obviously area for trash cans, kind of nice. Breezeway between that garage and the home. Unfortunately, the garage door is locked, so cannot really get in there. And see if the camera will let you look in. That it's kind of tough though, the shadow's in the way, but essentially it's a 3-car garage and maybe a kind of a quarter. Come around here to the backyard. We were over there earlier. So again, a good sized backyard, lots of room for any kind of improvements. Pool, spa, more steel buildings. The neighbor is single story, no windows, which is nice, so no one really peeping over. Again, empty lot next door. Then a newer built home over there. Here's that side lot. It's your second AC, so we're dealing like 2 ground mounted ACs. So one for the bedrooms, one for the other areas. And I thought I seen a wall unit also. Let's go inside. Older home, so a little compartmentalized. Maybe open up a wall or two. Come inside right away to kind of a laundry room. Could be maybe themed, but this obviously with the bar, the washer and dryer. This clearly was a laundry room of some sort that they were using. Does have a cement floor, bare floor. And there's a shower in here. Kind of interesting. So could have been an idea for a pool room. Don't know if they were putting in this bathroom, but very strange that there is a shower in this space. You step up, a little bit of a step up here. When you step in, so clearly that was probably outside space. This is part of that garage I was telling you about. Here it looks to be like what would be like the extra part of the garage, the quarter part. I see that there's central vac, hot water heater, a lot of exposed piping and stuff, so I'm not quite sure did they have a water leak, why that's cut up like that, or were they in the middle of improvements. I mean, just the way the paint is all patchy. They did some improvements recently. Again, this was the 2-car garage, but I think they were turning that area into maybe like a 1-bedroom suite or something. A little bit of a closet in there. But again, your basic 2-car garage. But again, they're using it for whatever. But again, the door works, everything's in place. I think it can easily be turned back or be used as a garage as well, because maybe it was just storage as they're trying to do this bedroom thing. Again, into the living room. Again, there's a little bit of a step right here. So clearly that was outside space. I meant into the kitchen, actually. There's a curtain here. Again, some kind of work was being done here, or something happened, or something was being improved as to why this is all framed out like that. Little dining area, breakfast nook, island, kitchen. Into a little pantry. Looks like, again, like there was some shelving, something has come out. Something's happening with the door frame there. I'm not seeing any watermarks in the ceiling, so I like that so far. But just again, we know it's an older home, so certainly some improvements to be made. In the living room area, you first come around here, this is a small little, I think this is probably like a formal dining area. It's kind of tight. It's certainly not a big space. If I'm against the wall, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 12 feet by maybe 14 feet, something like that, little dining area. There's a pillar. It's kind of nice to at least open it up a little bit into the main living room. And the living room does have pretty tall ceilings. My reach is 8 feet. I'm saying that's another 4, so probably about a 12-footer, 12, 13 feet. Up over there, central ceiling fan, double doors to the backyard. They obviously have a couch in front of it, but kind of nice. Little pass through to the kitchen. There's that front door that's locked off. Closet over there. Some little storage nooks, if you will. Probably the main spot for the TV. Old school light fixtures. The flooring's actually not bad. Again, this is kind of like a hardwood in here. Pretty good shape. Then over here is kind of a tile laid at a nice kind of designer pattern, but the flooring actually is pretty good. It's not like unusable. Then kind of a break, then a different type of tile over here that's in the bedrooms, then a different pattern over there. So that part does kind of suck. So diamond pattern, just regular square, then this kind of diagonal thing. Then there's another tile. So yeah, four. So there is varying flooring. So that could be an issue. This secondary bathroom is pretty big. Nice sized bathroom, tall ceiling, good tub, all those kind of things. So nice secondary bathroom. Come over here to bedroom one. This looks like about a 12 by 14, something like that. Nice wardrobe closet. You know, back in the day, this is probably like an entertainment niche. You would do with that, but maybe extend that, make the closet bigger. Ceiling fan. Again, this is front of the house, facing the front yard. Come over here to bedroom number two. I see a second AC, about the same size. Again, front of the house. So nice size, 12 by 14s or so. Wardrobe, and so I guess that other one had that door missing, so I guess it's a maybe linen closet along with the regular closet. Then some overhead storage. Yeah, nice, just big storage up there. Some toys or cubby hole for some kid that's pretty limber. Yeah, that could certainly be a linen closet if you shelved it out. Here's the fourth bedroom. Again, same size, lots of outlets. This is facing the side yard. Wardrobe closet, but doesn't have that linen thing. But similar size. Then we come down to the master. There is a linen closet and pretty deep. Nice. If I stand here, reach in, that's good. Almost 3 feet deep. Linen closet, that's nice. Come over here, again with the floor. This is the flooring that's kind of in the bedroom area, although the bedrooms are on a, diamond pattern or so. But nice size master. We'll have to check the listing for that, but I think if I walk across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 21 feet or so. So about a 21 by 18 or something. Nice size bedroom. This bedroom is a master. That would be the backyard. This would be the side yard. Again, good height, good size bedroom, like that. Not quite sure what's going on with all this old furniture, like trunks. Look like something that belonged to Captain Jack Sparrow, maybe, but we'll find out what the deal is with that. Again, older, but good space in these bathrooms. Stand-up shower, tub. Can certainly redo this with some modern features. The closet itself is medium size. Walk-in. They've taken the shelves. I guess they're using these things, but I think they must have had an estate sale. I see a sold sign on some things. But again, there's the water closet. I'm stepping in the tub to give us a bit more space, but yeah, nice double vanity, tall, old school heating lights. I know those aren't in vogue, but I kind of like those. Cold day, come out of the shower, that's nice. But anyways, this tub's pretty cool too, by the way. You can see me in the mirror. This is a pretty deep tub. You can put a gigantic jacuzzi tub or whatever you want over here. That is it. That's the spot. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. I do see some flickering on these lights. Something for you to check into, Z, as you are the electrical contractor. Ask if that's just maybe a individual light switch or if that is a power issue. I think we're good. Okay, one more look at that bathroom. Let's come out here, down the hall, closet. Again, just one singular common living area. That part. It's not the greatest if you want like multiple living areas, but plenty of room to add on and do stuff with this home, so lots of options. All right, let's get this posted for you.